Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2024 IFBB Pro League Tricity Classic Pro. We've got figure, wellness, and the Masters results. I know I'm a little bit behind in my recaps, but I am almost all caught up, so I hope you enjoy this one. These ladies all looked unreal. Now, in terms of Olympia, of course, it's the open division that qualifies, not the Masters. So it will be last year's top three of the Olympia 2023. And then the first place winners in the open divisions in this show will also get to go to this year's Olympia. Their names will be added to the list. Okay, beginning with figure open. In first place, Megan; second, Madison; third, Lisa; fourth, Danielle; and fifth, Delaney. So here's Delaney in fifth place. She looks awesome. I love her V-taper. She's got a really nice silhouette and particularly good balance between the size of her legs and the size of her lats and delts. I think your eye really flows over her shape. She looks really beautiful, a really great outline. Her posing looks really good too. You see some nice quad sweep. I think her arms are in a really lovely shape. It shows off the lats. It keeps the roundness in the delts. Really beautiful. I like her hair. It's edgy. It's cool. She's got a lot of black going on with the hair and the suit. Her eyeshadow is cool. Like, just overall, she's got this great vibe. Even check out her nails have some darkness to the tips. So I think she looks really awesome. I would like to see a little bit more conditioning so that the lines are sharper, particularly in the legs. I know you can see some really nice detail, but I think we see a few athletes place higher than her that have even more lines and sharpness and just that etched in detail poking through. Maybe even a little bit of striations, a little bit of feathering, the abs a bit more defined, maybe a little bit more outline of the delts. So just a tiny bit more of that sharp, really ripped look. And I think she would have been over the top. But overall, she looks really fabulous. Some of the ladies in this lineup really have teeny tiny waistlines, which make their V-tapers look even bigger. So I think that's something she could benefit from if she could maybe have even more size in the upper body just to really make her waist look tiny. But like I said, I think her proportions on her own figure look really good, and I think she has a really beautiful shape. Next in fourth place is Danielle, and I think her conditioning looks really good, particularly in her upper body. I think she's got really beautiful outlining of the delts, just a great amount of detail coming through, a little bit of veins, a little bit of striations. Like, she just looks really, really cool in this upper part of her torso. Beautiful round shape in the delts. I like the size in her arms as well. I think she's got really nice balance in the arm to the delts. Great lats. To me, she just looks really full and thick and muscular and substantial. I love it. Very nice trim waist, beautiful flat stomach with nice detail coming through in her abs, and gorgeous roundness to the sweep. I think she's got a lot of size. She looks full. She looks really muscular. She's got a great overall look. I think the conditioning in the legs could have come through a little bit sharper. Like, I think her upper body looks perfect, but I would have liked to see just a little bit more detail coming into the inside of her legs. But that's kind of it. Like, I think she's got a really great muscular look. Beautiful suit. Maybe the foundation could have been just a tiny bit darker just to blend with the tan a bit more, but that's it. Like, I think she looks really awesome. A great look from her. Next in third place is Lisa. Okay, now this is conditioning. See how clearly her muscles are outlined? The upper body is crazy, like veins everywhere, really detailed look at the shoulders. The six-pack is very visible and a lot of detail in the quads and this sharp line in the thighs. Like, just amazing. I think her conditioning looks really good. She has an extremely small waist, which is awesome. I think that gives you a great look at the V-taper. I'm not crazy about whether it's the posing is making the top of her shoulders look a bit flat. So I don't know whether she could just play with the angles a bit more, play around with where the elbows fall. I want to see more roundness and fullness and height in the delts up in here. To me, it's more of a straightness coming down, and then a beautiful amount of curve where the shoulder comes into the arm. So just a little bit more height, and I think she'd be unstoppable. But I love her conditioning. I love her waistline. I think she looks really just super tight and toned. Her skin looks thin. You can see so much detail. Looks great. I love the bold lip. It just draws your eyes up to her beautiful face. Her suit is very lovely, great color. The design is really pretty. Kind of makes your eyes look up in this area, and I think it just makes her upper body look really wide. She looks gorgeous. Love the conditioning most of all. Okay, next in second place is Madison. Okay, exactly what I meant when I said I want a little more height in the delts. Gorgeous, really great size, good curve, and just overall a beautiful shape. Her just that the curve in the delt comes into the curve of the lat. Her waist is so small, my goodness, and then unreal detail in the legs. Are you kidding me? Check out all of these lines. It's sharp, it's rigid, it's so easy to see. The detail all the way into her inner thighs. The legs are nuts. This is crazy good detail. I think she looks just phenomenal. I can't get over how small her waist is. I think her lats look really good, particularly because of how small the waistline is. She's got some nice ab definition. I'd love to see a little bit more ab definition, like one more line coming closer to the belly button if possible. And you know what? I think she could have even more size on the quads. I know they're crazy conditioned, but I'd love to see just a little bit more fullness and roundness rather than such a straightness coming down in the shape. So just a bit more curve to match that curviness in the delts and the lats. But man, she's looking awesome. Beautiful smile, nice hair, gentle, soft. Everything just looks really lovely from top to bottom. She's incredible. Okay, Megan in first place. Wowzers. She is jaw-dropping. The lats are massive. The delts are massive. The waistline is so tiny, and then the legs, crazy. They're huge, they're full, they're round, they're curvy, but they also have insane detail. Like, she gets everything on the checklist. She's got size, she's got beautiful shape, the balance is gorgeous, the symmetry, the proportions, the size of her arms to the delts to the lats, the V taper to that tiny waist, and then the legs are beautiful compared to the lats. Gorgeous size, gorgeous overall posing. This curve is nuts. I just think she looks so good. The suit is beautiful. I love how high the straps come up on her bottoms. I think that makes her tummy look even tinier. The waistline, beautiful definition into her abs. Oh, she's just nailed it. The conditioning is stunning. And in the lineup, her V-taper really is spectacular. Okay, so here's the lineup photo. Nobody has those curvy, full, gigantic lats like Megan. Absolutely gorgeous. I think you'll agree with me that Lisa needs a little bit more height to the delt. I think that would help you see her V-taper a little bit more. Danielle and Delaney don't quite have that teeny tiny waistline like we see on our top three, but I really do like Danielle's delts. I think Delaney has some fabulous detail coming through on her abs here. Madison, I think, needs a bit more size in the legs, particularly when you see her beside Megan. Lisa, I think, could have more size in the inside of her legs, or maybe she could even just pose to get rid of some of that space, make the legs look even bigger. Just with posing. But Megan to me stands out. The conditioning on our top two, the detail in the legs, the tiny waist, and then her lats are so full and just absolutely beautiful. Unreal. From behind, everybody looks amazing. We've got a lot of dense muscle, a lot of thickness and size. Madison, to me, doesn't quite look as symmetrical. Maybe maybe she wasn't quite in her pose in this picture, but Megan is like statuesque. That perfect V shape, really nice size to the glutes, and beautiful detail coming down the back of her legs. I think Madison has some crazy glute hem tie-ins, like you're really noticing the outline of the glutes themselves. Lisa, she's even got striations coming through on her glutes, very sharp edges. Danielle, fabulous size in the glutes. Delaney, beautiful sweep of the quads here, but I think in this back pose you can see she needs a little bit more lat just to compare to Megan. But Megan, to me, really takes the overall shape, that beautiful curve to the lat and the waistline, absolutely stunning. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, there she is, qualified. Okay, moving on to our Masters 35 plus. In first place, Lisa. Second, Ashley. Third, Brittany. Fourth, Rose. And fifth, Jennifer. So here's Jennifer in fifth place. Beautiful shape. I really like her V-taper. I think she's got a nice amount of width coming into a beautiful narrow waist. I love also the fit of her suit. It's like this strap on the top and the strap on the bottoms are so close together. It really makes you feel like it's just a pure triangular shape, and then legs. Gorgeous. I think she's got some nice detail coming through in the quads, particularly down by the kneecaps. That conditioning looks really good in there. I think her abs look really nice and flat. Beautiful detail in her arms. I love her triceps. She just looks fabulous. I do think, though, that she could have a little bit more muscle, okay, I don't know how to achieve this, but if there could be more roundness higher up in the leg. To me, she's got a little bit more of a straightness, and then the curve starts lower. You see it here, that a lot of mass here, and then just a little bit more of a straighter. I would love, if it's humanly possible, to have a bit more of the curve higher up. I don't know. Maybe I'm being crazy, but that I think would look really cool. But overall, I think she looks awesome. Great suit. I love that kind of butterfly look. Her hair is sleek. Her makeup is beautiful. She's stunning. I think she did a really great job. Okay, next in fourth place is Rose. And Rose has that quad starting right up from the hip. So that's more of what I meant by just the curve being all the way. I think it looks really good. She's got beautiful legs, nice detail coming through in the quads themselves. Tiny waist with unreal definition coming through in her abs. Really nice lats. I think you have a nice V-taper. I do think she needs more delt. She could have more height and more on the sides just to really fill out that round shape. And you know what? She could probably have a little bit more lat too, just to really balance with the legs. To me, I'm looking mostly at the legs. Super impressive, beautiful shape. So I would love to see just a little bit more in the upper body, particularly the delts, a bit more curve. But I think overall, she's very impressive, great conditioning, tiny waistline. Her details look beautiful, the jewels, the bracelet, the nail polish, the earrings, her eyeshadow. Like, she just looks very pretty, very feminine, very put together, and overall, stunningly beautiful. This is a great fourth place. Next and third is Brittany. Fabulous. I love her legs. She's got great detail coming through in the quads. Nice ab definition. Beautiful size in the delts. I do think she needs a little bit more in the lat just to make the V-taper more exaggerated. But I still think she's got some really nice size and beautiful conditioning. The legs in particular are really catching my attention. I love that you have detail all the way to the straps of her suit. Just lines and grooves and beautiful. Her tan looks gorgeous. The shine, that gloss, very flattering on the quads, on the delts. Beautiful. So just a little bit more lat to make the V-taper more extreme, and I think she would be a knockout. But overall, a fabulous third place. Great suit. It's got all kinds of designs going on. It's very eye-catching. Nice earrings. Beautiful. Her tan looks great too. Super rich color. Next in second place is Ashley. Wow, a lot of size on Ashley. Her legs look massive. Very round, curvy lats, tiny waist, and good detail coming through in the legs. You can see she's super lean. She's got some ab definition coming through. The posing to me definitely gives you that very extreme V shape, but I'm losing her delts. So I don't know if she could maybe relax the arms a little bit, keep the lats out, but somehow allow us to see the curve of the delts a bit more, or maybe she just needs more size. But overall, I just want to see a little bit more curve to match the lats a little bit more, and then I think she's incredible. I would also try putting the heels together and turning the toes out. I wonder if that would get even more curve into the legs, and then your eye would really just see curvy, curvy, curvy lines from top to bottom. But I think second place is awesome. The waistline is amazing. Beautiful suit, great big smile. She looks so good, and wow, amazing. And now in first place is Lisa, who we already saw in the open with that amazing conditioning. These girls are incredible. So here's the side by side. Everybody looks awesome. I'm definitely noticing the conditioning in the legs. I think these girls knocked it out of the park. Really great lines coming in. Lisa has very nice proportions. I think you see a good balance. You see a lot of detail. While I already mentioned that I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more shoulder, I think maybe Jennifer takes the cake here for having the biggest, largest, most round shoulders, and she was in fifth place. So it's the whole package that matters all together, and Lisa definitely had a really nice look. Nice quad sweep, nice flat midsection, great shape to the lats, beautiful V-taper, and awesome conditioning. And then from behind, okay, Lisa here, I think her glutes look stand out. She's got a lot of width in this, for all the way from here to here. Very beautiful outlining. She's got a good line underneath the glutes and some nice width in her hamstrings. Great lines too. So you see this beautiful sweep of the quads, these great lines in the hamstrings, nice tiny waist, and a lot of density in the muscle in her back. To me, Ashley almost looks like she's pinching the back a little bit. I wonder if she could just roll forward a little bit more. Jennifer, beautiful quad sweep, great delts, but I think we're losing a little bit of the outline of the glutes like we see on Lisa. Brittany, great size in the glutes as well, some good conditioning also on Ashley in these adductors. Nice delts here in this back pose. Rose, her waistline is so teensy weensy, but to me she doesn't quite have that fullness and 3D quality in the muscles in the back like we're seeing on Lisa. So I think this was a good win for Lisa, but overall a great top 5. And now in the Masters 45 plus, in first place Ashley, second Taco, and third Katrina. So here's Katrina in third place. Amazing. I love the size in her legs, and she's got a good balance with the size in her delts. So you've got a really nice flow with the lats over her physique, nice small waist, very flat midsection, good size in the legs. I think detail-wise, I'd like to see more of the individual quad muscles kind of outlined a little clearer. And the tan to me, maybe it's just the photo picked up the lighting a little funny, but her midsection and her upper body looks a little bit of a different shade than her legs. So I'd like to see a little bit more uniformity in the color, but I think overall her V-taper looks nice. She's got good size, a little more detail coming through in the legs, and I think she'd be unstoppable. Great detail though coming through in the arms. I love how outlined her delts are. Beautiful suit, great earrings. Her hair looks lovely. I love the shine. She's beautiful. Next in second place is Taco, and oh my gosh, great abs. Wow. She's got such good definition. It's like you could grab each one of those abdominal muscles. Absolutely stunning. She also has really nice detail coming through in the quads and great outlining in her arms. So I think her conditioning in this front pose looks awesome. I would try to have the feet a little closer together and maybe turn out the toes. I think that would give us a little bit more curve to the quad because she's got these really beautiful, very curved lats and then this long, straight torso. I'd like to see just a little bit more curve coming in to the legs. But size-wise, I think she's got a lot of muscle, beautiful delts, really nice fullness and roundness, and her conditioning really impresses me. I love that her hair is up off her face. You see the delts so clearly. You see that beautiful width all the way across her collarbone. Her suit looks like a lovely color, it's not super bright purple, but I love that the black comes into that ombre effect to white. Gorgeous. I would, however, if possible, bring the straps of the bottom up higher. I think by doing that, it would be less of a hip hugger look. Like I wouldn't be looking so much straight across, and I would be looking more at the V taper. So a little bit higher up just to draw your eye into that upper V shape. And I think she would be unreal. And then next in first place is Ashley, who we already saw in the 35 plus. So here are the ladies side by side. Everybody has some amazing features. Taco, it's her shoulders that really draw my eye, the abs as well. Ashley, her tiny midsection, those really beautiful round full legs with great detail. Katrina, I think she's got great size, really beautiful V-taper. Beautiful women all in shades of kind of purple, looks really awesome. And now from behind, though, this is where I think Ashley takes it here. I think you can see her V-taper the clearest in the way she poses. I think her glutes have the most definition as well as the most fullness and roundness, and she's got some good detail coming into the back of the legs. I think Katrina needs a little bit more of that definition to really show off the lower body. And Taco isn't quite having the same degree of symmetry like we're seeing with Ashley in this back pose. So I think it was a good top three. Everybody looked awesome. Ashley's waistline looks particularly tiny as well from behind. So well done. Okay, now as for our Masters Wellness, there was one competitor in both 35 plus and 40 plus. So here is Joanne. So here she is. I'm showing a front and a back since we don't have a lineup photo. And I think she looks radiant. I love the red suit with the red lipstick. Her hair is gorgeous. Her conditioning is stunning. I love the glute ham tie-ins. She's got just the right amount of definition coming into her hamstrings. I think from the front, this pose is absolutely unbelievable. The line in her oblique just continues on and it outlines her quad. She's got the most amazing groove here in her glute, in the hip, and her glutes are so beautifully round. Tiny midsection, flat, muscular, gorgeous lats, and her arms look unreal. Absolutely stunning. This is my favorite picture I've ever seen of Joanne. I think she looks gorgeous. From behind, she looks amazing too, but this front pose, I just love it. I think she looks so put together. The sweep of her quad, all this detail coming through. She looks unbelievable. And okay, so I went through all of the photos. This is a photo of her side pose. And you know what? I prefer this one. I think having a little bit less of a profile and more coming towards the front, it does such a beautiful job of showcasing her quads. I'm still seeing the hamstrings, and I love the shape she's pulling out in her glute here. In this side pose, there's certainly a more smoothness, and you see a nice sweep, of course, but I'm not getting as much of the detail. I'm not seeing that crazy, beautiful line in the quad, this groove in the hip. And I love the fullness and height she has in her glute here. So I don't know. To me, I'm loving this pose. I love how her midsection looks. I just think she looks tall. She looks extremely professional, very pulled up, very poised. absolutely gorgeous. Of course, she looks beautiful here too, but I just am in love with this photo. So I think she did amazing. I'm so happy to see her on the stage. First place, yep, no kidding. So that concludes this recap. Of course, I've got a couple more coming up from last weekend, and there are more shows coming up this weekend. So make sure you subscribe, give me a like if you like this video, comment your thoughts below, and come find me. I'm on Instagram at Turquoise Toffee.